Hey guys, Creator Mom. So I figured today I would do like a day 8 update on not that anyone cares, but for myself, to talk about things with my guinea pig passing away, Brownie, my beautiful Brownie. I did not cry yesterday. I think I cried a little bit on day 6 in the morning. Yesterday I didn't cry at all, and today I haven't cried, so that's good. I am healing from that grief. I feel really good about it. I feel really processed about it. I feel amazing about it, actually, and I feel thankful that I was able to give myself the space to grieve the way that I felt, to cry all that I needed to cry. Cried and cried and cried and cried and cried all day long on day 1, and all the way up to like day 6. Not all day, but sporadically. And I'm glad that I let myself do that. And every time words came to me to say, I would say things out loud, just in case this helps anybody. There's YouTube helped me with watching videos on pet loss, grief, and guilt. And there was this one lady also who was talking about loss and guilt, but she wasn't only talking about pets. She was talking about just, losing anyone or anything, and the guilt that's attached to it. That was extremely helpful. So watching supportive videos, talking to my friend Karen, aided in my processing. Talking to myself, talking to God, talking out loud to my guinea pig, even though she's dead, but she's alive, you know what I'm saying? I guess, if she's eternal. But I don't care if she's eternal or not. I'm still gonna talk out loud to her, because that's kind of like the space that I gave myself to grieve. So basically I would just say out loud whatever was coming to me. Like when I felt the pain of guilt deep down in my belly and in my chest, words were coming to me, and I would just speak them out loud. Like, I'm so sorry that I failed you, Brownie. I'm sorry if this was my fault. I'm sorry if there was something that I could have done that I didn't do. I'm sorry if I moved too slow and it was all my fucking fault that you died or you had any suffering. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. So just, dude, I don't know why this other guy keeps showing up at Kroger at the same time as me. Like, what the hell? Like a neighbor. So weird. Anyways, weird stuff. So yeah, just kind of saying that stuff out loud, even though I know, generally, people say, you just don't know if it's your fault. You just don't know for sure. You don't know if you would have did X, Y, Z and took another path, if things would have ended up differently. You just don't know this. You just have to kind of accept where you were at on your journey and stuff like that. But just saying all those things out loud, I'm sorry if it was my fault, I feel like I failed you. I'm so sorry that I failed you. Saying those things out loud was allowing all the grief to kind of come out of my body, I feel as though. And some yoga too, of course. Not that I was enthusiastic about doing yoga, but it was a yoga centered around grief, which helped my body. Another thing about grief and emotions in general is that they always make you feel like you're going to feel them forever. So it was like that pain, all that pain that I was feeling on day 1 felt like you don't feel like you're ever going to feel differently. You don't feel like you're going to feel better ever, or you're going to see things differently about the situation. You feel like you're going to feel like that forever. That's the illusion of emotions. They want you to think that you're never going to feel better, that you're always going to feel like that, but emotions change, We're never always going to feel happy all the time. We're not going to feel sad all the time or grief all the time. We're going to heal, and it's just an ebb and a flow, right? As literally everybody knows. So I'm so glad that I was able to process through that and have the support that I needed. I was very supported going through the situation, and I'm grateful for that. What else can you say at the end of the day, you know? Because we all know we're going to grieve at some point in some way. It's just like, well, if I'm supported through that, and, you know, by YouTube videos, by friends, you know, by God, you know, by myself, then we got this, you know. You know, it's kind of like God didn't promise that you're never gonna not grieve over anything, right? It's kind of like, well, he promised to provide us comfort. And I did pray for comfort. I said, God, I should comfort me, you know, in this time. So, and he does, you know. What more can you ask for? Like, in the world of death, you know, the world of life and the world of death. And that's all I want to share. Have a wonderful, what's today? Thursday night. I think it's the spring equinox. Yay.